All right, we are officially live, fellas. Welcome to Chords and Chaos podcast.
What's up?
What up? What up, y'all?
Yo,
If y'all don't mind introducing yourself, we'll start with lead singer and work our way around.
I guess that would be me. I'm Johnny. Yeah, I do vocals for Burning Through Darkness. Next.
I'm Brian.
Yeah.
I'm second guitar player.
Okay.
Yep, for Burning Through Darkness. How's everyone doing?
I guess that would make me first guitarist
Yeah, technically.
by seniority.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I'm Seth.
Glad to have you all here.
Yeah, and I'm Rob. I'm the drummer for Burning Through Darkness.
Dude, you're an amazing drummer. I'm not going to lie. I've been listening to y'all, and the drums really, really do hit.
Thanks,
no
man.
disrespect to anybody from the band, but that's one thing that I will always tune in for in a song is the drums. Because if the drums aren't clean, I feel like that ruins the entire song, if that makes sense.
Much appreciated.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Our bassist wanted to be here, but unfortunately he's sick with a fever.
Yeah. That's what Johnny was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need him to recover quickly.
Yeah.
Before Saturday,
Yeah.
get that man drinking some emergency.
Yep.
Right.
All right, boys. Well, how did Burning Through Darkness form, and what pulled each of you into the heavier side of music?
That's Seth's story right there. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
I guess I kind of kicked it all off. I back in 2022, I started making demos for a new project I wanted to start, and then developed a visualizer for one of the songs and just posted it out on Facebook, musician group here in Denver, and ended up meeting up with Rob, and we just were jamming as a 2-piece for a while, and then the 3-piece with our old guitarist, and then just kind of everything kind of built off from there. We put the rest of the band together and played our first show in 2023. As far as what got me into the heavier side of music, I mean, I guess it's just from a young age, I was always drawn into it, listened to like Ozzy Osbourne, AC/DC, stuff like that. Just kind of because that's what my sister was into, and so I kind of got exposed to it. And just always kind of has been what I enjoy listening and what I love playing.
Can't beat that. Can't beat that. What about for you other fellas?
Well,
Brian, you want to hit that?
No, Rob started. Let's give him a go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think for me, and it was interesting to kind of back up Seth's story here is, I've been playing drums for a long time now. I'm not going to date myself, but I started playing when I was 12. And it was just kind of one of those things where, just after being in a project after project after project, I think that, I was literally just scrolling on Facebook one day, and to kind of back up Seth's story here, I came across his post, and after just playing music for so long, especially like in the local scenes, there's a part of you that just kind of expects for it to sound samey, right? Yeah. And so came across Seth's post, and I clicked on it, highly just expecting it to sound samey, right? And it was a great fucking song. And I'm like, yeah, I need to go play with this guy over here. Falling into place with that. And because it wasn't typically what I expected to hear. I mean, there was actual like songwriting on it. I mean, it was gritty, it was raw, it was kind of what I was looking for. And so, very thankful to have stumbled upon that. Like back in the day, kind of like Seth over here, I think that I was always just kind of drawn to heavier music. It's what my dad listened to. It was shit like Metallica and Megadeth and and Pantera, rocking the Cowboys from Hell hat over here and stuff like that. So it was just something that I was always into. And over the course of my career as a drummer, I've played in many different bands, many different genres, but the heavier style stuff, it's just fun to play. So at the end of the day, that's kind of where I hang my hat, dude, and that's why I call the heavier side of music my home.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. Like, metal is just so powerful and it's so satisfying to play live.
Yeah.
With the distorted guitar and like the loud drums and all that. Like,
yeah, just the energy behind it, especially when the song is really well crafted and you can kind of see, it's impactful to me, you know what I mean? Because I don't ever want to play music that I'm not having fun with or that doesn't impact me. But I think even more important is seeing, kind of that same impact and excitedness from other people that you're playing it to, and just kind of like creating and sharing those memories out. That's pretty top tier for me.
Okay. Yeah, I'll second that for sure. I mean, there's nothing better than being on stage to a crowd, like high energy, playing the music that we love. I moved to Denver about 4 years ago from New Jersey. I was in a few touring bands before, a few kind of notable ones and stuff like that, but this is about us, so I'm not bringing that up. I met Seth at a show in Colorado Springs. I believe it was, what was it, Plotting You?
Yeah, with the Plotting You.
The Plotting You played. Yeah, it was
That's
at
so good.
Black Sheep. It was so, I'm wearing the hoodie right now.
Yeah, they're so good. And which is funny because I honestly just discovered them yesterday.
Did you really?
Yes.
Oh, they're
Get ready to live.
for sure.
Yeah. And now I've been playing them religiously. I'm like, okay.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
So, I met Seth and his wife, and then, we were just jamming out to the music, and then I went to see this band play at Moe's Barbecue. I don't know if you ever heard of it. It's in Denver, and they blew me away. So I was like, I want to come see you guys every chance I can get, this and that. So Seth ended up hitting me up, and the stars aligned, and they needed a guitar player. So I went and tried out, and here I am. So
Hell yeah.
it's awesome because I definitely I was missing that, like, that part of me, like with music and metal. I wasn't playing here. I was just, I write music and record, but playing is such a different animal, and I was missing that. So
So at that time, it was more like you were a fan, but that was your therapy. And now that you're really in the band, it brings more of that.
And we can give therapy to other people through it too.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It means a lot to me because I we've all been on the other side of that too. So that means a lot. But
yeah, mental health's fucking real, dude.
It is.
Yeah.
But yeah, growing up, I mean, Slipknot and Korn kind of started it, Pantera, and then just through the years, it just evolved. And now I'm into such like an eclectic style where it's not all just metal, but it is at the same time. And then Seth convinced me to get a 8-string guitar and then join these guys. So yeah, it's been great ever since. So
I mean, I'm kind of same boat too. Like I wasn't doing music for quite a while. And there also was just like something missing there. I had just kind of told myself I retired from this stuff, it's just like a young man's game or, but then, life happens and you need to fill some voids a little bit. And, I saw, I'm the newest one in the band. I'm coming up on my year anniversary there. But
we gotta celebrate.
Right. So, I don't know who's posted. Well, it might've been Rob's. I saw they were looking for a singer and, I was just like, whatever, I can record easily. So every once in a while, if I see a band, looking for a singer, I'll be like, just send me an instrumental, it's something to do. And then they sent me one and they liked it, which was cool. And then wanted me to come down and rehearse with them and try out. And I did. And I kept coming back, whether they wanted me to or not. And
not to cut you off,
yeah.
we kept saying like, "Oh, what's the catch with this guy? What's the cat? There's got to be a catch."
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
That's true. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I feel pretty fortunate to kind of have our paths align the way they did. I mean, I think we all complement each other in different ways. Like every single one of us has a different sort of personality. And I mean, like sometimes that conflicts, but sometimes it converges. And when it does, like it makes something beautiful, you know? And as Brian was saying, like, you know, music helps people. Like I can't count the times where I feel like music has like saved me in ways. And so if, you know, just something we do can help someone else feel that same way. I mean, that's what I want to do, you know?
Right.
But yeah, I feel pretty fortunate to still be with these guys here. It's been fun. It's been a fun ride so far. I have a funny story. I love telling this story. I've seen the band a couple times, like before I joined them. And so one of the times they were playing, it was at this club called the Roxy. And like I didn't know any of them. They were just some band that was playing the show that I went to go see my other friend's band play. And the friend I was with for that show, he decided he was going to take some mushrooms. And so he was pretty lit for the show. And then Burning Through Darkness is playing, and like we're just standing and watching. And he's like, "Man, I got to get the fuck out of here. Like these guys are freaking me out." And, so, like we went outside so he could smoke and like chill out. It was so funny. And then like I don't know, like maybe like 8-9 months later, I'm fucking singing for that band. So I love telling that story. It makes me so happy.
That's like me. I went to a festival and one of my friends gave me some shrooms and he was like, "Yo, take these." And I was like, "All right." So I went back to him and I was like, "Dude, they're not working." And he was like, "Just wait, buddy. They're going to kick your ass." And like, he was like, "Wait, how much more do you have?" I was like, "A little bit." He's like, "Go ahead and take that now if you're not feeling anything." He's like, "It's all going to kick in eventually." So then he came back around to try to talk to me. And all I remember him looking at me, and I looked over at him and he had 8 fucking eyeballs and like demonic, like he looked like a Demogorgon from Stranger Things.
Oh, jeez.
And I was freaking out. And he's like, I just heard this demonic voice go, "Zach," and I was like, "Bro, you gotta get the fuck away from me." I was like, "I'm gonna hit on you." I was like, "And I don't want to hit you." I was like, "But I will because I don't know what you are right now." And he went to touch me, and I shoved him backwards. I was like, "Bro, don't touch me right now." I was like, "I will come find you when I am okay."
Right.
That's great.
But this band was playing. It was crazy. And I heard the guitar riff like over in the corner. And all of a sudden, I remember I was with my ex. And I'm sitting on the middle of the ground in this field. And I hear this guitar riff. And I'm just like, where the fuck is this beautiful guitar coming from? And it was like Tinkerbell came down and grabbed me and just levitated me to the front of the stage. Like my friend said, my legs were moving like Forrest Gump. Like I took off running, and everybody's like trying to catch up to me. And I turn around, and next thing I know, everybody's surrounding me. And they're like, "Dude, you just took off running, and you just didn't stop running." And I was like, "Bro, I wanted to hear music." So yeah, that was my story there. Right. So what's the story behind the band name? What darkness were you burning through when you created this?
I think Johnny had a good interpretation of this. I mean, Jordan's really the godfather of the band name.
Yeah.
So I don't know if someone else wants to speak to it. I don't know.
I mean, I can say what it means to me, but I mean, I wasn't there when they came up with it, but the way I kind of took it, and like when I started writing more lyrics for the new songs and stuff, like I kind of wanted the theme and idea to kind of be as if the burning is like the flame inside you, you know, like what keeps you driven, and the darkness is just all the bullshit that we persevere through like every single day, and just overcoming all of that and just still having that fire like lit within you,
Right.
you know. So that's kind of what it means to me. But I mean, they came up with it before I was even around. So
Me too. So I'm not speaking against
yeah.
it. But no, that's basically my interpretation of it too.
Yeah, I would
More of a
say
positive note, I'd say.
it was. I'm sure it was a little less profound than that but that's kind of how I interpreted it as well. I was like, oh, it makes sense. Like just powering through whatever difficulty or rough time you're going through, you're burning through that darkness to burn it away and come out even better in the end. You know, I don't know.
That's awesome.
That's just kind of.
It's kind of like, what's the Rob would know, the August Burns Red thing? Is that August Burns Red? It's like happy people, angry music type thing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah,
That's definitely
angry music for happy people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Angry music for happy people. But yeah, I mean, back in the day, like when we were kind of like toying around with ideas, I mean, you know, there were a dozen or so names that were floating around. And I think that, you know, it's like you have 5 dudes from 5 different walks of lives. And, you know, in those pathways, just, you know, it's 5 fucking buckets of shit. And at the end of the day, I think that that's probably why the name just made the most sense to it. It's because when that was brought up, you know, at the end of the day, whether it's music or it's your, you know, professional career or it's some other walk in life, and like no matter where you've been from, right? Like it's perseverance that gets you through it at the end of the day. And I think that that was a big inspiration and probably why it just made sense to 5 different dudes coming from 5 different directions all at once, you know? Because it's something that, you know, it shares it there's a commonality in that name that I think that each and every one of us can identify with. So when that name was kind of brought to the table, I think that that's why it was just an immediate yes.
I like that.
I think that's a cool kind of just way to have a band name like become more meaningful to you as well, you know, because like, I mean, a lot of band names don't mean anything. They're not supposed to mean anything, you know? And then like, I mean, I've been in several bands. The funnest game to play is coming up with a band name because like Rob said, you get 5 buckets of shit, but I mean, they're hilarious band names. But then like, you finally get one that you settle on and you're like, yeah, this is cool. It's a metal band name. I dig it. But then like, as time goes on and you start to reflect on it a little bit more and you relate lyrics and stuff to it, it does become a bit more, and it kind of just, it builds on itself there too. So I dig it.
Yeah.
I like that. So how has being based in Denver shaped your sound or attitude as a band?
Music scene here is phenomenal, first of all. I will say.
I would say when I've go ahead if someone else has a response.
Go for it, Seth.
Go for it.
When I was starting this project, it seemed like there was a gap in the music scene for that style of music. Like it was either like super heavy death metal, like anyone that was using an 8-string, they were just playing like, you know, deathcore or death metal type music. And then on the other end of the spectrum, there was like more like just classic metal, like thrash type stuff. Like there was nobody doing like gent oriented, you know, metalcore, modern metalcore type sound in the scene, you know, at that time when we started. I mean, now there's a lot more.
That's because of us, Seth.
Yeah, because but I mean, yeah. Now look at all these bands we're playing with on Saturday. I mean,
Yeah.
great, and like they all kind of are similar in a way, but they all do things a little differently.
Yeah, it's definitely a stacked lineup. Everyone is super talented, and I'm really, really excited for this one. This is gonna
Yeah,
be
there's
great.
a bunch of good
But,
ones on there.
Yeah, I will say sometimes I do see other bands in the local scene like, oh, that's cool, you know, and it kind of makes you think about new ideas and things.
Yeah.
You know, and and that's cool than not just being influenced by big name like touring acts and stuff.
It's cool to be in a music scene that's like it's an inspiring scene as opposed to like a competitive scene. I mean, back in the day, I mean, when I was in bands when I was younger and stuff, it could have been because of the adolescence and everything, but I mean, like, it was so competitive, like everyone wanted to be better than everyone else, you know. But I mean, here now, at least some of the bands that we've been working with and everything are really supportive and want to help each other out and collaborate and things like that. And that I think that helps with the sound as well, because it not in a sense of competition, but you want to remain at that level, you know, as the other bands as well, so you can still kind of collaborate and be cohesive with all of that.
I love the direction our style and like adjacent metal bands are going. Like we're talking to a band from Minnesota now, and we're like, if you guys come here, play a show. If we go there, you know, they're offering us a show. So it's just like a lot of love. I feel like honestly, like podcasting is kind of like that too, where it's just like,
Right.
you know, let's support each other, you know, throughout this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Networking,
Yeah.
man.
A lot more
Yeah.
camaraderie than there is competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll still run into that, but
Have y'all heard of an Atlanta-based band called Silly Goose?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I saw them in September.
I'm actually
so-
going to Goose Fest.
oh no way.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Goose
so
Fest.
first time I heard them, I was walking out of a Spirit Box concert. We just finished watching the show, and they were playing in the back of a trailer
Yeah.
to all the people that were streaming out from the concert that just ended. And I was like, that's a really cool idea, a good way
That
to
is
get
great.
exposure.
Yeah, it is.
And then last time I went to that same venue, they were now playing inside the venue. And I was like, that's good for them, you know?
That's awesome. Yeah, I got some friends in the, that play out in Denver as well in a metal band called Thrill Rot. I know Noah and Mason from them. They're pretty awesome. If you don't know about Thrill Rot, I definitely would check them out. Maybe y'all can do a show together. They'd bring out a good crowd.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
So got the Thrill Rot boys. And then I got some friends in the EDM scene. I don't know if y'all are familiar with that at all. But
Little bit,
my buddy
here
is
and there.
Swando. You ever heard of Swando?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Mason Swando. That's the homie.
Oh,
Shout out
cool.
Swando. That man is blowing up.
Yeah. Big time.
So what makes the Denver heavy scene unique compared to other cities y'all have played in? And I'm sorry, I say y'all as in everybody because I'm from the South, you know.
I mean, I feel like JP has way more history in the scene. Like, I moved here in 2019, so
The
And
local,
then-
yeah, the scene here. He's
and
the only
then
native, I
COVID hit
think.
and kind of like killed it for a couple of years. But it's just the diversity is what makes it different. I mean, it's just such a huge city. I mean, I can't even keep up with what all the local bands are doing or what all they even are.
Mhm.
Like, so I mean, coming from Missouri, it was like a smaller scene. So just yeah, there's more diversity is what I see here.
I would second that too.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Johnny.
I was just gonna say, I mean, it's changed a lot. I mean, in the bands I was in when I was younger, it was very cliquey. There was just like groups of bands, and the talent pool was not as deep as it is now. I think there's just some phenomenal bands that I can't even believe are just like local Denver bands that we get to play with. Like, I think that's
Right.
fucking awesome. So to be part of that is pretty cool too, you know, because I mean, I've seen a lot of the bands come up and I know a lot of the guys from like back in the day, and just seeing that they're still doing it and have like, you know, mastered their crafts and stuff now is really fun to see. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen too many other cities' local scenes. I'm sure every state has their own little niche and good stuff that comes out of there. But yeah, I'm the only one from Colorado, so everyone else has a little different perspective and, you know, beginning to their scenes and everything as well.
I think that's what makes y'all unique, though. You know, when you got people from different places that can come together and form that one band, and you're getting, like you said earlier, you're getting all these different ideas, but you're also bringing, you know, your culture from your city into that and mixing it. And it's
Yeah.
not just like all you guys are from Denver and mixing that Denver blend together. You're mixing a little bit of, you know, like he said, Kansas City or somewhere in there, Missouri, mixing that blend and whatnot. So
Yeah,
I find that
guess
very cool.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, sorry.
No, just like about the culture that you mentioned, that like I've always kind of looked at Denver as like a very like innovative, kind of cutting edge, like metropolis.
Right.
So I think that comes through in the music. Like people are willing to experiment and kind of do new things, like push the boundaries where we can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and
what
I mean, and yeah, let's face it, like nobody's from Colorado anymore, right? So like everybody is
That's true.
everybody is from somewhere else, and that's probably, you know, like to Johnny's point about the scene being probably quite a bit different than it was, you know, like say 10 years ago. It's just looking at it like demographically and how many people have moved from just across the US to the Denver area. And then all of a sudden you start to get that melting pot and dynamic like culture, like shifting of different musicians from different regions and like different areas and stuff like that. And now, you know, the talent pool, like you said, it's pretty fucking dense. Right? Like there's a lot of amazingly talented musicians and nobody's from Colorado. So
I think it's cool too. Like
Except for JP.
except for
Yeah,
JP.
I'm the only one in the Denver scene from Colorado.
I think it's cool too. Like Rob's from Buffalo. That's New York, but that was like I'm from like New York City area and like Jersey. That's still like a 5-6 hour drive. So I've never been to Buffalo in my life. You know, like
my dad's from the Bronx, so I'm a
Okay,
diehard
there you
Giants fan.
oh, I'm an Eagles fan. Sorry.
Go Bills. That's
And he's a Bills fan. Yep.
I do
yeah, I
like
think
Josh
it's super
Allen
cool.
though.
Yeah, no, yeah, I do too. But
And
super
that's like
cool.
you were saying with the Denver thing. It's kind of funny because like everybody moves there, but it's same here. Like I can tell when somebody is a local and they're not. The way that they say they're from, if they move to Atlanta, they'll be like Atlanta, and I'll be like, no, bro, it's Atlanta. Like there's
No,
no, you don't add that TA. It's just Atlanta.
it's Hotlanta.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, they'll be like, I've lived here for like
That's
20
kinda
years.
like,
I'm like, no, fuck, you haven't.
What's the correct way to pronounce Colorado?
Right.
What'd you say?
What's the correct way to pronounce Colorado?
Apparently,
Colorado.
Colorado or Nevada.
Colorado.
I hate that.
Yep.
Oh,
Colorado.
That's the
Come on.
correct way.
Come on.
Oh, radical, dude. It's rado.
Yeah, I was
And
gonna
we
say, I
don't,
like the Rado.
We don't pronounce T's if they're in the middle of a word, like mountain. There's mountains out there. That T
Uh,
doesn't exist. Or I grew up in Thornton.
Uh-huh.
That T in
Oh,
there
yeah.
doesn't exist. Yeah.
it's just like a gullet noise. like a,
Yeah. Just a little stutter there.
yeah.
Right. So what's the energy like playing in Colorado compared to other states?
Oof. Man,
Harder
you're
to
really
breathe.
trying to
It's been a
that
while.
elevation
since
hits you in the lungs.
Yeah. So
Right.
I don't know. I can't speak for.
Yeah, why don't you
Every
hit that
other
one,
state.
Brian? You've probably played more states than the rest of us.
I mean, nowadays, like I said before, I love the way the metal community is growing, and you know, I can't really compare. I mean, every city's different, and you do find that scene in every city. I just think everyone here is just kind of in it like together, kind of. I feel a togetherness here more so than other states that I've played. I'd say you do find that in bigger cities. I guess because there is just more people to go like, oh, there's a local show going on. Let's
Right.
support. But here it's especially welcoming. I'd say that's half the reason I moved here. I mean, I toured here twice, and I mean, one of the venues doesn't even exist anymore or changed its name, but I just fell in love with it. And I only, I toured twice here, but then I came and visited like 3 times. Visited again, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna move there. Like, this is for me, So I think there's a community and a togetherness here that you don't really find everywhere,
That's awesome.
I feel like this is
cool
kind
too,
of
but
yeah. I feel like this is kind of a trick question because somebody's going to see this interview in like 5 years from now and be like, "You said that Colorado was better than Jersey, so fuck you," right? Like,
Jersey's got its perks too, it does.
But listen,
I love
all
Jersey.
I will say about the scene and the energy being different here is never before have I ever seen a fucking circle pit open up in the middle of a fucking 200 square foot dive bar until I started playing in Colorado. That's all I will say. That there's your difference in energy.
Yeah,
Johnny
that's
had a
Atlanta.
singer fall on him, one of the opening acts for
Yeah, that
I've never seen
happened. Was that the last show? Yeah, it was. The singer from one of the opening bands like jumped off stage and like I wasn't paying attention and I was just like standing by a table and dude like totally ran into me and like
Johnny
both of us
fell,
fell
the table
down
fell.
and the table fell.
Took him out.
It was a whole fiasco.
They were super
Yeah.
good too, though. But yeah, that's not throwing.
He got on
shade at
stage. He got on
anybody
stage. Just
else,
like, sorry to that guy I took out.
Yeah.
That's
That
like
was
here,
all
I
right.
went to one of our local bands called Spiritless. I went to their show, and this girl, I wasn't paying attention. Like I was looking to the left, talking to one of my friends, and like my friend didn't have the audacity to be like, "Bro, behind you, if you move back like 2 feet, you're gonna get fucking whopped." And I stepped back, and this girl fucking nailed me right in the face with a hammer. Fist. I was like,
Ooh.
oh. And I just stood there like holding my face, and she kept coming up to me, just hugging me and holding me close. And she was like, "Are you okay, bro?" I was like, "Yeah, I will be, probably in the next 20 minutes." But,
Wow.
And she was like, "I'm so sorry." I was like, "No, I'm sorry. That was my dumbass fault." Like I decided to step towards the pit.
Yeah. I learned, I mean, you got to pay attention.
Yeah, you really do.
Not the first time I had a beer spilled on me, though. It was all good.
Yeah.
So
Speaking
how
of
would
loving
you
Denver,
guys-
someone's screaming outside. I'm gonna shut my door real quick.
Tell them, hey, you're on a podcast.
Right?
Hey, I'm on a podcast.
Tell them they're rude. Yeah.
It's that Denver energy.
Yeah.
Tell them if
Gotta
they're going
love
to
downtown
scream, at least
Denver.
come join us.
Yeah. Come on up.
So how would you personally describe your sound to someone who's never heard of Burning Through Darkness before?
Oof.
Oh.
I love and hate that question so much, because I think it's a little hard to describe, and it's one of the reasons why I'm thankful to play in this band is because we don't sound like a lot of other people. So
Right.
when folks are like, "Who do you sound like?" Right? Who can you compare yourself to? And it's kind of like parts of a lot of different things.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's not just, super heavy, like play as fast as you can, like chugga, 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 like all that shit, like all the time. Like, yeah, I mean, there are songs that are poppier than others. We have a track that has rapping featured on it. Like there's a lot of craft that goes into the songwriting. And instead of just being, ultra fast, ultra heavy, like just all that shit all day long, like our sound is very, I would describe it as very like open and airy, and the way that the song crafting takes place, like we allow the song to breathe, and it's very ethereal, and can be very dark themes, and then you have songs that are like the polar opposites. So I love the question, but I hate it because I never know how to answer it.
Right.
So
I think one thing I really loved about joining the band too is that each song had its own sound. Like there's bands where, I mean, every song is the same song, you know? I mean, there's bands we all love and listen to that are like that. I mean, every Unearth album sounds like Unearth, you know? But they're fucking great. Like no dig on them, but I think it's cool. Like each song has its own identity, and that's made songwriting fun as well, because it can take on a different element, a different mood. We just finished recording one of our more kind of somber songs as well, which I love that track. But it definitely, like, none of the other songs have the same vibe as that one, you know, and they all have their own personality. So I think that's one element that we have, especially as opposed to some like other bands. But could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. I mean, who's to say? I mean, if you love a band because they sound one way, I mean, that's right. Great. You know, they do that well. But I mean, like, that's not exactly what we're going for. But and I think we're succeeding at that as well.
That's like everybody now, you know, they're bitching about the Devil Wears Prada's newest album. They're like, oh, that's not as heavy. It's not this. It's not that. And I'm like,
I was just listening to that. Yeah. I was just listening to that for the first time right before really we hopped on. It was cool. It was different. Yeah.
I bought
it definitely has some bangers on it.
Oh, nice.
Yes. I owned a vinyl, and, you know, I had a couple friends who are like, dude, it's not as heavy. I was like, bro, they've been around for 20 fucking years. A band, in my opinion, shouldn't stay the same for the 20 years. They need to gradually increase with the newest crowd, you know?
Right.
Yeah. Because, I mean, you get bored as a musician writing the same thing over and over and over, you know? I think, especially for bands like that, like, they have to change it up just to keep the creative juices going, you know? Because you can only play a As I Lay Dying riff so many fucking times, you know?
Yeah. Did you hear the secret track on that, by the way? I haven't heard it yet, but I heard there's like a B-side, like, heavy track on the Devil Wears Prada vinyl. I think they might have released it, but
there is some heaviness on there. So it starts off kind of mellow and like melodic type shit, and then it gets heavier as it goes through, and then it goes back to being melodic type shit again.
Yeah.
But I love that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you get that true feelingness from, like, the melodic shit, and then when the heavy hits in, you're like, ooh. You're like, I'm here for that shit.
Yeah. That's probably a good reason as to why they're so wildly successful. I mean, there's several bands that do that, and it's like, yeah, well, they were popular back in the day, but they're really popular now because they have this ability to write songs in different styles and really just kind of like expand, you know, their sound profile to capture different people that are into different shit. So it's like Devil Wears Prada did it. They're super successful at it. Bring Me the Horizon is today a wildly fucking different band than they were when they started out. Yep. Falling in Reverse falls into that category. And, you know, and those bands are just, you know, I mean, they're superstars, dude. But I think that's probably... Come on. Yeah.
From where they started till now. Yeah.
Music evolves too. You know, you start out with one idea, and then, I mean, that turns into different things, you know? I mean, that, I don't want to drop it right now, but there's a perfect word for that we may be using for our album name.
Right.
So,
drop it. I mean, that's going to be it. So.
If it's going to be it, you might as well go ahead and say it. Cause
I don't want to be the one to do that. Yeah. Someone else can take that one.
Well, it hasn't been announced yet, and that's probably the hesitation. So.
Got you.
Yeah.
I respect that. I respect it. But you were saying, you know, you said As I Lay Dying. I personally called him As I Lay Crying now because, in my personal opinion, Tim Lebesis is a piece of shit. So
there's no original members.
Right. And that's why everybody left, because nobody wanted to be around him.
Yeah.
So now he's literally As I Lay Crying. All
I
his
think
band
he
members
just
left.
Well,
didn't he
that's a
just
side
hire
effect.
some
That's
musicians that he found
he-
at gas stations?
Yeah.
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 But I also think like crying is a side effect when you're trying to wean off of steroids too.
Right.
It's probably that to take into consideration.
Let's see here. What was my next question for you? So this one's for Johnny. What emotions or experiences do you try to capture when you write? Do you start writing with riffs, vocals, mood, or something else? And is there a song in your catalog that means the most to you?
Fuck.
Yeah. How are you gonna answer that one?
That's a great
I don't
question.
know.
Man. I want to know too.
Yeah,
so
Johnny.
it depends. So usually Seth sends a demo, or Brian sometimes sends demos of just songs they're working on or want to add to the set, and it depends on what part of the song I'm vibing with initially, because I won't start like at the beginning and work my way to the end. I'll piece it together, and that's kind of how I write the lyrics as well too. Like I kind of just jump around the song and like fill in gaps and stuff. And so if there's like a part where I'm like, oh yeah, clean's got to go here, you know, I'm feeling a melody or something, then I might like hum a melody, just kind of figure out what I'm doing, and then figure out lyrics. Or I might have lyrics that I have to figure out how I want the melody to go to fit the lyrics in there. So it really depends on the song and just kind of the mood I'm in and what part of the song is like inspiring me at the time. And then like sometimes I'll have lines that I've written that I'm like really excited to use, and then I'll go and I'll try and find the exact part of that song where it fits the best, you know. But I mean, like I said, with the different songs having different identities and feels and stuff, I really try to capture that lyrically as well. I mean, like when I joined the band, like I was going through some shit and really used it as therapy. How I think you even mentioned that earlier. But it truly was for me. It still is, you know.
Right.
And so I think just being able to express myself and thoughts and emotions that I have through the writing and through screaming and yelling over some fucking wicked riffs, you know, like that's what I need, you know?
Right.
So I don't know if that answered your question, but that's kind of like my writing process. And then like, yeah, I'll sit in front of the computer for hours with a part on loop until I get it how I need it to be, you know. And then I send the guys the the demo with my scratch vocals on it. And I mean, there's songs where like I'm like, oh no, I changed this part, and like it'll be like 20 different versions of one of the songs, you know, and then they have like no idea even like which one it is until we go to the actual studio and I'm laying down like
right. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Well, like
I don't know. I jump around with stuff a little bit.
Right. Like you just mentioned, this is your therapy. For me, the podcast is my therapy. You know, I love talking to different bands and seeing like different things about them, learning new things. And I love showcasing it to everybody, you know, because like this, everything is recorded. So it goes straight to YouTube. And we're on YouTube now. Unfortunately, we don't have no viewers right now because everybody sucks. But half of my friends are at work right now. So
you know what? I don't think I posted a link. I should have posted a link.
You're good, brother. I posted on.
Do you have one?
Do I have a link?
Fuck. Yeah, can we post one real quick? I may have dropped the fucking ball on that.
Yeah, if you go to my...
As we're 45 minutes into this shit.
If you go to my...
Fucking my bad, dude.
You're good. If you go to my post, just reshare that.
All right.
No worries at all, man.
Dropping the ball. Answering questions and dropping balls.
I didn't even see it. One of my buddies did come in here, and then he said, "What's up, Z-Man?" I don't know if y'all can see the comments. But, Bryce, if you're still in here, bro, happy birthday, my boy.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, I'm like a local legend now that all my nephew, who's 16, all his little friends are like, dude, you got a podcast and you talk to all these bands. Like, how do you do this fucking shit? And I'm like, I network, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, it could be you guys too, you know, one day when you're a little older. Just got to figure out what you want to do. Okay, let's see. So a lot of heavier bands deal with themes like trauma, addiction, grief, mental health. What themes hit closest to home for Burning Through Darkness?
Ooh. That's a Johnny question again.
Yeah, I mean, I think that he would probably have to answer that. I mean,
Yeah.
really, it's the vocalist carries the most overt, I guess, themes in the music. If you go back to like, if you try to just understand it musically, I mean, yeah, it's just a lot of, for me, it's like a way to like release the traumas of the past to help process those, even just through the musical portion of it. Just kind of a catharsis, like a release. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it is negative themes that you're working through, and sometimes it's just like you actually just feel really good and you want to express that. So you're writing something energetic and upbeat. So, yeah, I mean, really just kind of like I try to capture like themes of empowerment, I guess, with the music side of it.
I think lyrically, like I go along with that as well. Like I try and have themes of like perseverance. Like I'll definitely like go over negative things, you know, just because I mean that's what inspires some of the lyrics and stuff. But I mean, then throughout the song, like it's like the band name. I mean, Burning Through Darkness. I mean, it's persevering through that negativity and everything. And I mean, that's what I try and convey in a lot of the lyrics. And I want them to be more positive. There's actually, I don't even know if I should say this, but so we for the album we re-recorded some of the older songs and everything, and I did not write the lyrics for those songs. Rob's laughing. But I did go and change some of the lyrics because I didn't care for some of the themes and things that they were conveying in those songs. Like it wasn't words I wanted to say, you know. So
we'll always
since
give credit where it's due too. Like we're not gonna hide things,
yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I mean it was I took some artistic liberties on there. Yeah, because
There's one
I
specific
wanted
lyric
to.
I'm thinking of, but I won't say.
Yeah. I wanted it to represent something more positive. So there was good intention behind any of the artistic liberties that I took.
Yeah.
Now, is there a lyric in a song that just hits you and like it's one that I guess means the most to you out of any song for all y'all?
One that comes to mind, and this will give you guys a chance to think of a lyric, because I have a little story for one of the lyrics. So our song Heartless, there's a line in there that says, in your diary of dreams, may you remember me as a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
So I've had that line written in one of my notebooks for years. Because I was at an antique store one time, and there was this just old book of. There was nothing really written in it. It had like pictures and letters and envelopes and stuff in it. But in one of the pages that line was written on one of the pages, and I was like, oh my God, that's so fucking brutal. Like, I love that so much.
Yeah.
So I took that line and like I took a picture of it and then took it home and then wrote that down in my notebook. And I've tried for years to add that line to a song. And I never got it to fit into anything. But then, like, Heartless was the second song that these guys sent me to work on. And it was the first line that I recorded for that fucking song. So I was like, I've been waiting years to fucking write Heartless, you know? So that meant a lot to be able to finally use that line.
That's awesome. I like that.
Johnny, I was going to ask you, I was trying to cheat here on my computer and look up lyrics. But I'll be open and honest.
Using Song Genius real quick.
Yeah. What is the part in our set where you pull the mic out and just scream to the crowd?
Oh, I yell alchemy.
Yeah, that whole song lyrically is beautiful, and I love the way that it has like its own ups and downs and stuff. But I guess it's not exactly answering your question, but that's one of my favorite parts of our whole set, like lyrically, because he'll just pull the mic out and scream loud enough for the whole crowd to hear, and it gives me chills, like almost even at practice, like I get chills from that. So that's one of my favorite, highlights lyrically.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Are we talking about lyrics from our songs or just any lyric like ever?
Mainly from your song, but I mean, if you got one from another band, then yeah.
Rob
Shit,
doesn't
man.
know how
So
any of the lyrics go. I'm not in his in-ear monitors. He doesn't listen to me at all.
yeah, that's so yeah.
He doesn't listen to me either. I think
I was sitting here like, it's pretty much just like Seth and me in my ears. I'm not gonna lie.
I know.
I knew that too.
Damn.
Were we kidding?
Well, now I got to rethink this because I heard that question is just give me your favorite lyric that means something to you, like for like all fucking time ever. So Seth, you get to. And now I got to think about it again because I came up with something completely different that does not belong to us.
Go ahead and tell us what that one was.
So that one, yeah, I mean, it's probably, I have a lot of favorite lyrics, but I'm a super huge fan of Norma Jean.
Yeah,
And on their last album, which has been out for quite some time now, they've got a song called 1984, and the thing that just immediately stuck out in my head is so 1984 is kind of like their opening track, and Corey Brandon is basically screaming the lyric "It hurts," and then he follows it up by angry songs make me feel worse and happy songs make me feel like a liar.
Right.
And to me that hits pretty fucking hard because it just reminds you of time where when you're just trying to kind of search a way out of the shit. It doesn't matter like who you're like those times where you just like, it doesn't matter who you're surrounding yourselves by or what you're trying to identify with or the music that you're trying to listen to. Everything either is just making you feel worse or pissing you off, or like, you're trying to mold your brain into saying this situation isn't as bad as it seems. So just put on a happy face and fucking lie to yourself. And I think that we've all been there. Right. So trying to trick ourselves out of whatever it is that we're going through. So that's kind of why that's one of my favorite lyrics of all time. If you give me about...
I'll tell you on mine. So mine is from the band called The Color Morale, and I actually got it tattooed.
Oh, yeah. Great
band.
band.
It's from Demon Teeth, if you've ever heard that song. And it says, that's my problem. I've had the devil on both sides and God at the bottom. And, for so long, I was very suicidal. I attempted suicide in 2012. Lucky to still be here. Glad to be here. But, that was my problem. I was letting the devil chase me around instead of following my faith, and finding out who I really needed to be. So
right.
That lyric just always hit home.
No, I love that.
Love it,
I
man.
love them too. Yeah.
Yeah, so I just thought of my answer. so we can't change questions yet. I didn't even look anything up.
Next question.
Look it up.
No, I was thinking through. Wait, what else songs do we have? It was like, oh yeah, Fission. That one, like when I first heard the chorus that Johnny wrote, and he says, "You brought out the worst of the best in me," and you know, it's one of those like, it's like a riddle. Like, what do you even make out of that? You know. So it's cool to think about. I mean, you can probably take it in a lot of different ways, you know, but it kind of expresses how in relationships that people can kind of bring out the worst in each other. And it's just super fucking catchy and like really, I think, brings the whole song together.
I like that.
I do remember, the first time I heard that, I was like, wait, what?
And that's what I think makes a great
I love
lyricist,
that.
being able to come up with shit like that. Like, I would think of a lyric like that. You know?
Yeah.
So I guess we'll move on to the next question. But who's the mad scientist of this band and the most chaotic creative brain?
Nobody? Who are you pointing to?
Yeah, I don't know who you're pointing at.
Oh, Seth's box is right next to my face on my screen, so I was pointing to him.
Pointing at nobody.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm looking over at my dog is in his crate over there. I mean, he is pretty crazy.
I think so. I mean, Seth writes a majority of the music initially, and then there's collaboration after that. But the meat of everything is like that's his doing, and then it all comes together after that. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Well. Yeah.
Yeah. Brian's got a couple monsters. He's the creator of as well.
Yeah.
And I got about 7, maybe a little more than that. About probably 12 more questions for y'all, and then we'll call it quit for the night, fellas, because I know y'all are probably ready to get to bed or get something to eat. So,
Sounds good.
Yeah.
What happened? Where the hell did I just? Oh, there we go. So, what does a normal writing session look for you? Like for you, controlled or total chaos?
That's definitely controlled, I would say, at least from my perspective. I think, like JP mentioned, Seth does a big bulk of the recording, and of the songwriting. Brian's got the songs that he writes, but everything is pretty methodical, I would think. Again, at least from where I sit, where Seth or Brian will bring what they've written, give it to me. I mean, and they always come with, what they feel like drums should sound like, and I'm able to use that to kind of to craft things. There's typically a collaboration between guitar parts where, Brian or Seth will take it back with some feedback and maybe, finally tune up some parts before, giving it to JP and letting him put the finishing touches on it. But it's all, we're not the band that goes, hey, fucking got this monster riff, now let's all practice it at the same time, even though it's the first time you're hearing it and nobody could fucking hear each other and it's just utter chaos. And no, I would say it's super methodical. And where, Seth and Brian and JP, the advantage that I think that they have is, they all have their home studio setups to where they can go back and focus on the parts and write to those parts and then add them in where appropriate before delivering it back to us, like as a unit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to write in like a room of everyone just making fucking noise. Like that would be impossible. Yeah.
I've been there, and that's not how I do it either. So we're all on the same page here. Like, I feel like Jordan might be able to, because he has that kind of brain, but
Jordan might be the only guy that appreciates the phrase "let's jam," because as soon as you say that to me, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like,
Rob has tried to break me of that habit since joining the band, because that's just my go-to word for practice. Let's gotta go jam with the guys, you know. But yeah, I'd say it's very structured.
So how do you handle disagreements in the writing process?
I mean, I feel like we're all pretty open to changing things. So like if I come to the guys with something like ideas or like a demo that I have or something, and if anyone has a different idea, like first thing I'll say is like, here's this, tell me what to change type of thing. I think we're all kind of in that same boat for the most part.
Right.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty accepting. I know probably there's been times when I've not been as easy to work with, but I try to be like try to understand where the other person's coming from. Like I remember on Alchemist, when we had played that in a certain configuration, and then you guys were like, "Oh, this song really needs a breakdown," and I was like, "Oh wow," and it had never had one before, so I was kind of like, didn't want to do it, but then when I came up with one, I was like, "Oh wow, they were right." Like this song.
It was because I added a bleh, and there had to be a breakdown because I had to add a bleh.
Yeah, so we're all pretty going, so that helps a lot. But
I think we're all our own biggest critics too. So once we bring something to the table for everyone to listen to, it's pretty refined at that point anyway. So, and yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
It's perfect when we bring
It better be. We don't accept anything less than
It
that.
always better be perfect.
So what would you guys say is the most memorable show you played in Denver?
The one
It's going to be on Saturday.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, it's yeah.
For me, it was playing the Gothic Theater. I mean,
Yeah, I would
that
say
was
that.
like one of the biggest venues I've ever played. There was a great turnout. The energy was just perfect. Like, I don't know, that one was really awesome for me.
I think the first one
I think
JP was on too.
But yeah, what's that?
The first one that JP
I was just going
on.
to.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one at where the hell was that? Oriental, because that was the first show I had played in like 6 or 7 years. So I mean, we rehearsed, like we were good to go, but like still there was that part of me that was like, I don't know what's gonna happen.
And that was the serious stage too. It's huge.
Yeah, it's a huge stage, and because of that, like I got so winded, and like because I was just living it up, you know, like because that was
an actual
first time I'd done it in forever, and like probably second song into there, I was just like just couldn't fucking breathe. But
And
it
I
was
guess
that
that's
was
a good thing
such
too,
a
that
good
you're
feeling.
from Colorado, so you're used to that altitude.
Yeah. But
So
yeah,
other guys would
that
probably be
show
like,
was
"Oh."
really memorable for me, like just because it was, coming out of retirement, it meant a lot.
Getting the band back together.
Yeah, I would say for me, I'll take it in a totally different direction. So remember earlier when I was like, I've never seen a circle pit open up in the middle of a 200 square foot dive bar. Yeah, so that was like our first show, and they're like, so that opens up, and some 70-year-old dude is like boxing in the middle of this fucking circle pit, and like we didn't even have in ears, and we weren't even playing to a click yet. We did like a 4-song set, and in the middle of like song 2.5, like my entire sample pad with the backing tracks just fucking falls off the stage, and it was just like pure chaos. And we somehow like pulled it off, and that room was like packed, asking us to play more, and we're like, sorry guys, we're brand fucking new. All we got is like 4 songs for you. And it was just like between all of that, like I love that show a lot. That and the basement show at Mutiny Cafe was pretty rad.
That was
fun.
That was a pretty dope show too. So mutiny cafes. Like it's literally a comic book store with like an open basement space downstairs, and there's no like drywall. It's just gas lines over your head. But man, like it's like a punk rock comic book store.
Yeah.
But the people that show up to those shows, they pack it out and they're there to fuck shit up. And it was and it was just an on the floor intimate show, no stage. Like we're in their faces, they're in our faces, and it was a killer time. I prefer the more intimate shows personally, but like, yeah, I absolutely loved it.
That's badass. What do you want people to feel when they see you guys for the first time live?
Horny.
I was gonna say erections. I was
gonna say feel something because you're there.
I was gonna say I guess that falls in line. Yeah.
I'll go with erection as well. That's fine.
I don't know, like connected. You know, I want them to feel like they feel something from the music. You know, like. Exactly. Yeah. That's hard to describe, but I mean, I think all of us can relate to like that a little bit. Like there's we all have songs we love that like someone doesn't connect with like that. But I mean, like when you see a live band like perform a song that you're like, oh, this hits that spot, you know, that it fills that little void that I have right there. Like that's, I think that's the goal.
I think that's what we all get from playing too. You know, it scratches that itch that we all, as musicians, like thrive for. You know, like we do thrive on stage, and we get our emotions out through our music on stage. So like, if other people, like Johnny said, like if other people connect to that, that's all we can ask for.
Yeah, then
I mean, our music can suck, and we can still do that. You know, like. If you connect, like that's all it's about, you know.
Right. So, what are you currently working on? New music, videos, tours, anything you can tease?
Yeah, what can we tease?
A lot. We talked about erections before, so no. Johnny,
tell me about it, Rob.
About it, right?
Yeah, I want to hear this one now.
Yeah. I'll give you a tease. No.
Yeah. Oh no! So I'm really saying the thing. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So we haven't announced it, but first of all, let me backtrack a little bit. If you haven't heard it yet, we just put out a cover song, and it's a fucking banger, in my opinion. No ego whatsoever.
It's a bold cover too.
It is a bold cover of a beloved Deftones song. So for all of you Deftones fan, especially old school Deftones that are out there listening. Go check that one out. Honest feedback is appreciated, but we know that you're going to fucking love it anyway. So if you say that you don't love it, we know you're lying. So fuck that. Tease I would say the big thing that we could probably tease here is that we are hard at work wrapping up for our first full length album together to be released in March.
Let's go.
We've got plenty of singles out there. Like I said, we just dropped the cover. But as far as a full length, there's going to be some songs you're familiar with. There's going to be some songs that you've never heard before, at least in a recorded like studio kind of variety. You may have heard them out at the live shows, but yeah, we're hard at work finishing that up, putting the bow on top, and all for a March release for everybody. So.
I think you'll really like the album cover and stuff too. It's not AI, so we're working with the dude. He's gonna do it right. So I'm really excited about that.
Are there gonna be vinyl pressings?
Great fucking question. I actually, I was looking at them earlier and was pricing some stuff out, boys. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
So that'll be, yes, merch bundles and different formats and stuff like that are things that we're still pitching and that are in the works right now, but nothing is final. But what I will tell you is we all really want the fucking vinyl pressing.
Right. So for that, I will give you a suggestion. The guys that made the latest album for Thrill Rot, they did a fantastic job, and they're a local band as well. So maybe they can link you, you know, in that right direction of finding somebody to get your vinyls pressed for you.
Oh,
Cool.
they did do vinyls? Hell yeah.
Yes, they did. And
Cool.
the album cover is fucking sick. It's got like this
Hell yeah.
nasty looking deer with this demonic figure like hanging onto the deer coming
I'll look
through
it up.
like a storm. Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool. It's pretty
Yep,
badass.
Yeah, no, yeah, and that'd be cool if they want to swing something our way. Happy to open up that discussion.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, like, and he said that the way that he came up with that album cover was he was just talking to the guy that actually painted that picture, and he was like, "Hey, man, can I use it for my album cover?" And the guy was like, "You know what? I didn't want to originally ever release this, but he's like, you know what? Go for it because it's going to give me more exposure. You know, people are
Yeah.
going to be like, how'd you come up with that album artwork? Blah blah blah." So
That is pretty
Like,
cool. I'm looking at it now too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's sick.
I'm also seeing that they're playing in Colorado on the 19th. So
yeah, y'all should definitely go check them out. The killer band.
Yeah, for sure.
in Longmont, I didn't even know there was a venue in Longmont.
I think he said they're from Colorado, right?
Yeah, they're from the Denver area. I believe they're from Aurora, actually.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully, I'm not
Yeah, they're
butchering that
super
name.
sick.
Is it Aurora? Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
It is.
Okay. Okay, good. I didn't butcher it.
No, yeah, you did.
Are there any new sounds or styles you're excited to try moving forward?
We on one of our latest recordings in the studio and the way that we play it live, we've been experimenting with like octave pedals, Seth and I, on guitars. Just really getting that deep, like we already tuned super low with the 8 strings, but an octave down from that with the bass player doing like with the distorted bass. I think that's a room that is cool that we're experimenting right now. And that will be on the album. So
Hell yeah. I like that.
that's my answer for that at least. Yeah.
I'm just trying to get these guys to play a Limp Bizkit cover. So
Ooh.
I'm down. I'm down.
Which one would you do, though?
dude,
Pretty.
don't ask me that, because if it were me,
Jeez.
I would do some shit from like $3 bill, y'all. Like throw it all
Do
the
the
way back to
whole-
the OG album.
The entire Significant Other album, all of it.
But yeah, and so that's the thing is, like, when you're playing covers, that's the thing that you have to weigh there is it's not so much about the song that you love in most cases. It's about what's going to draw more people to your music that otherwise wouldn't have given you a fucking second thought. Right. So like those kinds of decisions do come into play. So then, and it did come into play when we did the Deftones cover, because this is a Deftones song that everybody fucking knows. And we just, we took it and did our own thing to it.
That's awesome. I like that. What's the next major goal for Burning Through Darkness?
The album release.
Yeah,
It's
the
next
album
major
release is the
goal.
big one.
Long-term or short-term? I think music videos should be on the table too.
Yeah.
we've been in discussion about that and stuff, but right now, definitely the album release. It's right there too. So I'm like,
I think
like
we're-
waiting, you know, like
We're planning on getting out of town too, expanding a little further than Denver and Colorado Springs and stuff. So anyone watching, if you have a local venue in your area that you want us to play at, get them in contact with us.
I'm
Hot
gonna
singles.
Get y'all in contact with some Atlanta folks.
Yeah,
Trying to get y'all
Excellent.
down here.
that'd be awesome.
that'd be fun.
I played in a pizza parlor basement in Savannah, Georgia once.
Uh-huh.
Sweet Melissa's. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
Yeah, I've heard of Sweet
Uh,
Melissa. That's one of the
That
biggest
shit was
venues.
wild. But
Our
yeah,
biggest
it was
well
just-
known.
Yeah, that shit was wild. And like any intimate setting, like Rob was saying earlier, that's right up our alley. So yeah.
Yeah, and the guys that have never been there from the band, they don't know about those crazy ass stairs you got to fucking go down to get to any of those
No.
local pubs.
And they don't know how like the walls were sweating. They don't know
Right.
that. So, but
So they
okay.
they got these stairs, guys, that go down, and they're just jagged like old brick, and so many people get drunk and just break their fucking legs going down them because they're not paying attention to anything they're fucking doing.
Yep.
That's the old drunk test right there. Go down
Right,
these stairs.
Right.
Do that.
So we got about 6 more, and then we're locking this up. So
Sounds good.
as far as this goes, which member of the band is most likely to disappear during load-in?
Johnny.
What? What?
I just gotta say the
No
singer.
way. No
he's
way. I always carry Rob's fucking drums.
Yeah,
did.
Johnny is like, most lead singers are like, I brought my microphone, gotta go, I'll see you, right? Like,
right, like I'm different.
Oh, load-in's here. Here you go. Like,
dude,
Yeah.
I will absolutely give JP credit in saying that he hauled, like, dude not only helps me haul my drum kit, but he actually, dude, we've got an in-ear monitor rack that we built not too long ago, and that fucker's like a solid 150 pounds or so. It's just super awkward. Like, he's hauling that shit too. Like, he is like the hauler of this band, and he by definition he should not be.
right.
Yeah, that's
I
what I'm
give him
saying.
All the credit.
They want you to
I'm
hold
just
your
glad
arms up and not
these
just
guys don't
vocals.
use. Yeah, these guys don't use cabs, so I'm
Yeah, we
happy
do,
about that.
I have a Kemper, and Seth has a Quad Cortex. Jordan, the bassist, just got a dark glass pedal, so that acts as DI.
So no
We-
amps required.
The
Yeah,
hardest part is
they're-
Rob.
yeah, I'm the problem. Actually,
Yeah.
yeah, it's literally just me.
Still plays acoustic.
Yep.
So this
I
will be
feel
a
like
good
Jordan-
and interesting question.
Jordan
ahead.
might disappear randomly on the phone with God knows who.
Yeah,
But-
we're all.
Yeah,
I
we're
think
all
we all
pretty good.
stick around. Yeah, we're easy to find.
Yeah.
That's good. So what's the worst piece of band advice you've ever gotten?
Oh shit. The worst.
Yeah, not the best, the worst.
That's a
For
great
me, and
question.
the guys will probably disagree with this, but I've had people tell me to play less often.
Shows.
Yeah. And that one always throws me off. It's like, yeah, you got to make people want your band even more. Like you're playing hard to get or something. It's like,
I'd be like, thanks, fucker, for the motivation.
Oh,
We
that's
should
funny.
reserve this for the band call, I think.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Yeah, that's tough. That's a really hard question.
What is the?
Yeah, I don't know if I can really answer that. I feel like people that do give advice generally it is good, and then the people that like give the bad advice, it's just like
In one ear,
don't
out
fucking
the other.
listen to them.
the
Yeah.
person, they're like, play Leonard Skinner.
Yeah.
All right. When the people are just drunk and like tell you like,
Yeah.
I don't
Hey,
know,
Miley
just-
Cyrus.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
I don't know.
burning-
I wish I had a funnier answer for that, but I don't.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
No,
That
it's
that
really
is a
bad.
good question though. Keep that one around.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep that one. Burning Through Darkness was a movie genre. What would it be and why?
Porn for your ears, and that's self-explanatory.
no, it's like an indie film, like an A24,
Yeah.
like I think.
Ooh.
Yeah, for me.
Questionable but creative editing. I'd
And
say.
tasteful
Noir.
nudity.
Yeah.
And what is that? NC-17. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mur-
We'd probably have a
Murder mystery.
high. We'd probably have a high rating on there. Rob has got us nearly banned from TikTok, so
true. Twice.
yeah, it would definitely have that R to NC-17
He talked
rating
about
for
Venus YouTubers.
him alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. So, what's the favorite Denver venue to play or attend a show at?
Well, I'm
gonna say-
I'm
Go ahead.
Well, I'm not going to answer what my favorite place to play is because I feel like that's a little bit of that's self-eliminating for the band there. But to go see a show, I prefer on the smaller side. The Marquee is killer. On the mid-ish to bigger side, the Summit is my favorite. Places to play, there's a lot of fucking killer places to play, and that's why I hesitate to answer that question. Right. God, I don't think that I've ever played a place in Denver where I'm like, I fucking hate that venue. I don't think that that's ever like just popped up in my head.
Well, that's a good thing.
I can say that, but I'll keep that to myself.
There's one, that's debatable. I think place want to play is Summit for me. Just real quick. That's my only answer. And
I'm surprised none of y'all have said Red Rocks.
Well, I mean, Red Rocks is Red Rocks, you know.
Red Rocks is Red Rocks, yeah.
That's like the king of all of them, you know. Yeah. That's just a given.
Right.
Yeah, I guess if you're from Colorado, or I guess in the Colorado scene, like that's the dream, you know. That's the goal. You know, play Red Rocks one day. I mean, everyone. When you're younger, like everyone talks about that and everything, like playing Red Rocks one day. So that'd be cool. I don't know. One of my favorite venues is to go to shows at is Mission. That venue is top notch. I like that place a lot.
No,
same with Gothic too.
Great venues. The Fillmore,
Ogden.
If you want to go.
Oh, Fillmore's great. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like that perfect mid-size, like 3,000 capacity. Acoustics.
I know they don't do. I don't think they do like metal shows or anything along that line there, but the church, that looks like a beautiful venue inside.
Yeah,
but I've also heard really shitty things about it.
I saw Always Sunny in Tijuana play there back in the day. Like, I think they had like a few month string where they did do metal shows there, but like after that, I never saw them ever again. Yeah. But it was cool because there's like the two separate rooms there and everything.
Right.
It'd be cool if they brought that back. That is a cool spot.
I have a buddy.
I'm not even sure it's still open.
No, it is. It is.
Yeah,
it is. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I have a buddy that's a door guy there. Or he used to be a door guy there, and he said, I think Norma Jean came through there actually. Them in the Chariot when they were touring.
Oh shit!
No, that was at
years and years ago.
I forget. I don't know. Disregard. That was me just thinking out loud.
They used to do metal, not anymore. I don't think, but we should change that. That would be cool.
All right, last two questions. So, what's the best spot in the city to unwind after a show?
The One Up Barcade, man.
I thought you were gonna fucking say Titty City.
I should have, man.
That's like Rob's catchphrase. Is Titty City.
Titty City is not made up. It is a real fucking place.
Right.
Well, and I love it. I love it there.
Unwind. I don't know.
It depends what part of town we're playing in. I mean, we end up going to Atomic Joe's. Is that what it's called? I can't remember the name.
Oh, Atomic Cowboy. You talking about the pizza joint?
Yeah. We've been there after shows a couple times. The Whiskey Biscuit was really cool. Yeah. Well, I guess they just closed, I heard, but they were always really cool.
Did they really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, I thought I saw an article right next door, or downtown Inglewood.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one. Or used to be.
There's some place in Colorado Springs. I don't know the exact place, what it's called, but it's like some old school little diner that a lot of people have always told me about. That if you venture into Colorado Springs, that is pretty fucking cool. That it's like got the what's that movie? I cannot think of that one movie. But it's got like this old school diner feel to it, you know. You walk in and
cool.
it's got the old school glass milkshakes that you get out of the nice glass. It's got the old milkshake vending machine.
That would be
Nice.
Jordan, that would probably be a Jordan question right there. He lives down in the Springs.
Yeah,
Unless you're thinking of like someplace like Gunther Tooties or some shit like that.
that actually might be it. We'll just say that's it.
yeah.
they got good milkshakes.
I don't
I'll
know.
attest to that.
So how do you balance band life with Colorado life? Outdoor stuff, work, family, etc. That's what we'll close on.
Cool.
I think the band balances my life, you know. I got a lot of other stuff that I do, and then that's what kind of brings me to a leveled point, you know. Keeps my head out of the clouds and everything, and just, you know, I don't know where the fuck I'm going with that, but yeah, that's my answer.
I agree with that. Like, no matter what we all have going on, like throughout our week, on most weeks, we have rehearsals on Sundays. That kind of just brings us back together. We have band calls every Tuesday for the most part. I think kind of what Johnny said there, it's kind of whatever I have going on in my life, like the band kind of just, you know, I love these dudes, you know, so having these guys every week, just consistently, you know, for support or anything I'm going through, they're always there for me. And I really appreciate that. So
That was one of the selling points to me when I joined the band, is just kind of the camaraderie that came with it, because you could tell how close the guys were, and they just hadn't found a singer yet that was like on that same level.
right.
I mean, I don't want to steal your thunder at all, Rob, but I mean, like, I think he is a large part of that. Like, he kind of brings us all together as like a part of the family and everything. And like, when he has
Holidays and
parties,
stuff,
holidays, it's like everyone like is invited, and it's just like a very welcoming atmosphere, and just kind of it's nice to have that. I mean, I've been in other bands where it was just like a toxic relationship, you know. But in, you know, the circumstances are a little different.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, anybody have any closing things they want to add?
Yeah, come to the
Sunday or Saturday, not Sunday. Go on Saturday. Don't go on Sunday.
Yeah, don't go on
yes.
Sunday. They won't be there.
Yeah. Saturday at Lost Lake. We're playing with Hated, Surrender the Echotype, Fate Seeker, and Black Bile. It's going to be a hell of a show. Going to be a long, wonderful, fucking loud night.
And we got a
So
long
come
set
early,
too,
stay
so.
late. Yeah. That's going to be great. You're going to hear a lot of it.
Buy the
Yeah.
boys some drinks.
For sure.
They got to keep going, you know, somehow.
Yeah.
Hopefully
What
that's not
else?
how y'all's venues go, though. They're like, hey, here's some free fucking drink tickets. You're not getting paid, but you can have a drink ticket.
Yeah.
Check
the
out our
album.
latest single, our Deftones cover. You, like Rob said, you'll fucking love it. What else? Album coming out. Rob spilled the beans in March. More info coming your way soon. So
We dropped that
I
on
don't know,
their
thanks-
podcast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Exclusive.
Exclusive air horn noises, bro.
Yeah.
Having the sound
thank-
effects buttons, unfortunately.
Well, thanks for having us, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Really dig what you're doing here.
Yeah, it's been fun.
So thank you.
I appreciate you guys coming on, and thank you for being on the Chords and Chaos podcast. I look forward to seeing what the band comes of in the future, and I'm looking forward to that new album in March. And I hope you guys have a really great show on Saturday.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks
And
for
I will
Thanks, man.
send Rob. I will send you that link for Throw Rot to get a hold of them.
Awesome.
And,
Cool.
Get you some
That'd
vinyl
be great.
press for you.
Sounds great. I appreciate
Hell
that.
Hell yeah.
And
Yes,
if you
sir.
ever want to come to Denver, I told you I got a couch once this movie's done.
Hey,
But
I'm down with that,
I'll
man.
take you up on that. That's fine.
All right.
So,
All right, brother. Well, y'all have a blessed night and look forward to seeing what's more to come.
all right, man.
All right,
Yeah.
have
Happy
fun.
holidays, man.
Thanks, Zach.
Yes, sir.
good.
That
Take
too.
care.
Y'all have a good holiday and a great new year.
You too.
Happy
Yeah.
holidays, man.
You too. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Y'all stay blessed.
You too.
Thank you, everybody that tuned in tonight. We appreciate you. This was the Chords and Chaos podcast, and my guest tonight was Burning Through Darkness from Denver, Colorado. And we had a great time here. Like they said, if you're able to and you're in the Denver area, go out and check them out live. That's going to be a hell of a lineup. Like they said, they got Hated. They got my boys in Fate Seeker. And then, of course, themselves. And there's a couple other bands I'm not mentioning that I can't think of their name right off the top of my head. But the boys mentioned them. So go check them out. Until next time, y'all have a blessed holiday. It's your boy ZK. I'm out.